Howdy guys, welcome to another Algebra 2 video. We're going to talk about log equations today. And we kind of started talking about this last class. We're going to convert this to an exponential equation. So we're going to say 3, we do the log roll here, 3 to the second power is equal to this guy. Okay. And then we're going to solve this. So x minus 1 is equal to 9. So x is 10. Cheap, right? If there's something in front of your logarithm, divide by that on both sides first. Now we're going to do the log roll. 4 to the third is equal to this guy. So 2x minus 2 is equal to 64. That's what 4 to the third is. We'll add 2 to both sides. And we'll get 2x is equal to 66. We'll divide by 2. And we'll have our solution of 33. Okay, log property of equality or inequality. If log base b of x equals log base b of y, then x equals y. We'll add a note in here. That's a colon. Equals may be replaced by less than, greater than, less than or equal to, or greater than or equal to. So this statement is true for any of these symbols, right? Not just equals. All right, let's see if we can use that. Well, we can use it right here. If these bases are the same, these logs are equal to each other and they have the same base, then what you're taking the log of on the left is equal to what you're taking the log of on the right. And we're going to solve that for x. Uh-oh. If we substitute, we kind of got to check this, right? We get x equals -4, but before I box it, I want to check. If I substitute -4 in here, I'm taking the log of a negative. If I substitute a -4 in here, I'm taking the log of a negative. Remember what this looked like. The graph of this thing does this number, right? We can't have negatives, not as inputs. So we're going to say no solution here. Because log base 5 of -8 is undefined. And that's either side if you substitute -4 in, right? Okay, well, let's try it again. Logs equal to each other, same basis, so x squared minus 4 equals 3x. We'll move everything to one side and try and factor it. So either x equals 4 or x equals -1. If we substitute -1 in, we're going to end up with a negative. Okay, if we substitute 4 in, we will not. We're going to end up, that'll be our only answer then. Okay, why did I mark this guy out? Because log base 2 of -3 is undefined. Okay. And this last little problem, it's about Richter scale. It says the Richter scale magnitude of an earthquake is given by this. M equals 2/3 log, and that's base 10 because there's no base written, of E over 10 to the 11.8, where E is the energy released in ergs. I think that's how you pronounce that. How much energy is released by a magnitude 8.1 earthquake? Well, 8.1 is our magnitude. It's equal to 2/3 log of E over 10 to the 11.8. So we're going to get rid of this fraction by multiplying on both sides by its reciprocal. Okay, over here, we're going to end up with log of e over 10 to the 11.8. I'm writing it on the right-hand side. I'm sorry, the left-hand side, because you guys typically like to see the variable on the left. What in the world is this product? Turns out it's 243. I'm going to stick with fractions over 20. Because if we divide that, I bet it's a pretty nasty decimal. Okay, we're going to do the log roll. So our base is 10. Move this up just a hair. Oh, it won't let me. Let me move this down just a hair. Our base is 10. We're going to raise that to the 243 over 20. And that's going to be equal to what we're taking the log of, e over 10 to the 11.8. I want to solve this for e, so I'm going to get rid of this denominator by multiplying on both sides by 10 to the 11.8. So we're going to get e equals 10 to the 243 over 20 times 10 to the 11.8, which is roughly 8.9125 times 10 to the 23rd ergs. Gross. All right. And remember, exponent properties say that we could add these. That doesn't do a whole lot for us. We're going to end up putting that in Desmos or a calculator anyway to get that decimal approximation. Okay, if you have any trouble with this, that's our last example for these notes. If you have any trouble with this, just come by office hours and I'll help you out.